Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's not often you will see me start off a video barefaced, but today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to be showing you a no makeup tutorial. This is the type of look that I would do on a regular basis. Now that might come as a surprise to some of you because if you've been with my channel for a while or you follow me on Snapchat, you will a lot of times see me all dolled up. I will be doing kind of more glam looks, I'll be wearing false lashes, and most of the time that's because I'm taking either photos for Instagram or I'm filming or I'm just experimenting with new products. So yeah, I love to get glam. That's just who I am. But there are many days of the week where I am a minimalist. Today, I am doing nothing but taking my grandma to CVS. She's 93. She needs to get some prescriptions, and no matter how many lipsticks I give her, she still needs to go buy her, I think it's Revlon Cherries in the Snow. She just has to have that one. So we're gonna go do some CVS shopping, and then I need to go to the Mac store because I'm actually getting my own computer today, yay! I have been borrowing my son's MacBook Air, and it's been kind of annoying because he's 16, so he's like, are you done yet? And I mean, he's normally pretty good about letting me borrow it, but anyway, I'm just running errands today, so there's really no reason for me to do a full face of makeup. So I'm gonna show you, without any further chatter, what I do, what my makeup's gonna look like today. So basically, it's almost a get ready with me of sorts. So let's get to it. So my skin is completely bare. All I used was a little eye cream around my eyes. Now, for you out there, you want to start with just whatever skin tone evening product works best for you. Well, first you want to start with a moisturizer, but I'm starting off with this Trish McEvoy Beauty Balm Instant Solutions. It is a hydrator, it is a primer, and it is also a broad spectrum SPF 35. So while it is kind of pricey, I think it's $85. It's all of those products in one. So it's my moisturizer, it's my primer, it's my foundation, it's my SPF. So if you look at it that way, it's you know, it's more affordable if you break it down like that. But use whatever skin tone evening product, if they're two separate, if it's a moisturizer and then maybe CC cream or a BB, whatever, or even a powder foundation. That's what you should start with. That's what I'm gonna start with because as you can see, I have some texture issues, I have uneven skin tone. So I love also that this has a pump, and I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers. You'll see with this tutorial, I'm only gonna use 2 makeup brushes. So as somebody with oily skin, I love that this product dries matte, and I am taking it underneath my eyes because instead of using a concealer, now this is all dependent on your under eye area. If you have really dark circles, I have dark circles but they're not horrendous, but if you have really dark circles, you may want to use a different concealer than I'm using, because the one I'm going to use is more of a brightener and it's really just more lightweight, but I like it, it works for me. So again, if you have darker circles, then you may want to use a different concealer. So because I am going to be applying a light eyeshadow and I am so oily skinned, I am going to be using a little shadow primer. This one is from Milani. It's just their eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna just apply that to my lids. So even though the BB cream does have a matte finish, because I'm so oily, I still am going to set it very lightly with a little bit of very finely milled loose powder, mattifying powder. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect mattifying powder. Of course, if you have normal skin, dry skin, you can skip this step. So I'm just lightly dusting it in my T-zone. So now onto that concealer slash brightener I was referring to. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's The Retoucher. It's enough coverage for me, and it's also brightening. So I'm just gonna put a little bit right in here by the sides of my nose, because that's where our skin is the thinnest and we get that lovely purplish bluish tinge. And then I'm just gonna take my finger and blend it out. And I'm also going to bring that up onto the lid to smooth out any discoloration there. Then I like to take 2 fingers, look up, and really make sure that the concealer or brightener is blended so it doesn't settle into any fine lines. Now for brows, if you're lucky enough to be someone who has good brows, all you might need is a little brow gel. My brows need a little bit of work, so I'm not gonna do what I would normally do for a full glam look. I'm not gonna really take a ton of time to fill them in perfectly, but I am gonna brush them up, and I am going to just lightly, this is an Anastasia Brow Wiz, I'm just gonna lightly just take a couple seconds, and hopefully you can see, and just lightly fill in the brows. Because if you have really light brows like me, this is a really important step, just to give them a little bit of color, because brows are really the frame of the face, and I can't even really go to the gym without putting on eyebrows. I feel so naked without them. Now my brows aren't perfect, but I don't want them to be. I just want them to look groomed, have a little color. I am going to set, because I don't have a lot of brow hairs either, I'm going to set them with a little, this is Ardell Brow Building Fiber Gel. I really like this one because it does make it look as if I have actual brow hairs. Now just to add a little definition to my eyes, I'm going to use 2 shades out of the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm going to be using Peaches and Cream, and then I'm going to use a little bit of Puree. So using this flat shader brush, I'm going into Peaches and Cream, and I'm just applying that to my lid. And then for just a little definition in my crease, I'm using a Sigma E25. Dipping the tip of the brush lightly into Puree, tapping off the excess, and then just gently doing a windshield wiper motion into the crease. And then I just like to take my finger to further blend out the shadow. Now I'm just going to use my lash curler and add some mascara. So for a day like today, I'm not using my most dramatic mascara. I'm using one that's a little bit more natural looking. This one is the Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes Defining and Lengthening Mascara. So I'm going to finish off this look with a little lip and cheek color. I love these combo pencils from Trish McEvoy. It's called an Essential Pencil, and this one is in the shade Nude. So I applied a little bit just to the apples of my cheeks, and now I'm taking my finger and I'm just blending it out. And my skin gets very red when I rub it, so it looks a little intense right now, but trust me, it will settle. Now using that same pencil, I'm going to apply it to my lips. Now instead of filling the entire lip in, I just outlined the border and put a little bit on my bottom lip, and now I'm taking my finger, once again, and blending it into my lips so it looks like a stain. And now for just a hint of glow, I'm going to take one of my favorite highlighters, the Marc Jacobs Spotlight, a little bit on my finger, and just pat it onto the tops of my cheekbones, just right here. I'm not coming down, I'm not doing any on my nose or under the brows or anything. Just a little right here for a subtle glowy glow. So there you have it. That is my go-to glowy, youthful, no makeup look. This is something you could do any day of the week just to look pretty and polished, and it should not take you more than just maybe 5 minutes to do all of this. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. Leave me a note in the comment section. I always appreciate those. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. Everything is the same. It's all Risa Does Makeup. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon.